Welcome to episode 715 of Apartment Hacker. This is Mike Burnett, Apartment Hackers. My mission to tease out human potential in the multifamily space. So let's stick with the small talk theme, maybe for a couple more episodes. Because I try to keep these videos very short, but I think there's a lot to say about small talk. That same article that I read from the Harvard Business Review talked about getting beyond the hourly update, the newsreel, so to speak, and talking about sports and weather, etc. And I know I am absolutely guilty of asking people about sports local to Atlanta or the weather, and making all those small wisecracks about weathermen and keeping jobs when they're only right 50%, all that stuff. I've said it all. And I imagine that you have too. So I'm just interested to hear from the Apartment Hacker community, especially as it relates to breaking the ice and creating small talk in a leasing transaction and or in a customer service transaction. And I think there are certainly other social cues that happen in a sales transaction when you're trying to demonstrate and lease an apartment, especially at the front end of that, where you're building rapport, you're introducing yourself, you're shaking hands, you're making eye contact, but it gets started somewhere and somehow, right, with a few words to sort of gain common ground or to create sort of a mutual interest in one another so that you can carry through with building a relationship and ultimately creating an experience that yields a transaction. It seems like a hard word, but a lease where somebody moves into your apartment. So I'm interested, especially from you Apartment Hacker viewers that work in the leasing world, what are some of the things that you do to make small talk in order to build rapport? I'm most interested in some of the specific questions that you might ask a prospect that comes in brand new that you've never met. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.